who I am. It's who I am. It's who I am. You're good. You are perfect in all of your ways. It's who you are. It's who you are. And I'll love you. You are perfect in all of your ways. It's who I am. It's who I am.
We're here at the Capitol View Church, and the reason why I came here to serve was to share the hands of Jesus. Also, I have a lot of fun. We just dealt with a bat. That was really cool.
Today I met a very nice lady who works at Salvation Army, and I could tell she was very passionate about the work she was doing. And when you're volunteering somewhere, it's really nice to see people who work there that are passionate about it. It helps get us excited about it.
Well, today I got to meet a lot of people and hang out with some friends that I already had, which was nice to just step away from like classes and just like take a break from that and get to serve the community better. And again, we also met the people who work there who choose to like constantly serve the community, which is just a really beautiful and inspiring thing.
I met Alex. She helps run the lighthouse, where she takes care of, well, her and her team helps take care of kids after school that have a safe place to come. Sometimes they don't have it at their home. So it was really nice there. Like I felt like I want to participate now, work over there, volunteer.
I met Shirley.
We met this lady named Shirley today, and we got to help clean out her basement and clean up her backyard and barn.
I went to Tabitha with the Meals on the Wheels, and we also met several new people, a lot of new people, and we gave them food. A lot of them were really nice, and it was really great meeting them.
We went to a shelter that helps serve food and provide services to homeless people. One lady in particular that we were talking to, her name was Anne, and she's a retired veteran. She did not claim the title of being homeless, and that's really interesting.
Today, I have met them before, but I felt it was meaningful because I got to talk with some of my teachers like Rebecca, Rhonda, and Ruth, and I enjoyed it because a lot of times you only see your teachers only in the classroom setting.
So I got to meet Sherry, Tina, and Professor Osborne, and I have never really interacted with these staff members before. I've never really seen them around at all, and so it was nice to just get to know them and talk to them as regular humans and not as professors or teachers.
I met Sydney, and we got to talk about her life and what she gets to do in the future.
I had the privilege of meeting up with other Union College students and staff that I hadn't interacted with before. Connection is work Project Impact is really good at, and I'm so excited to have met more people today.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good. Hello. Tasting. Voila. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the almost completed second week of school here at Union College. Man, you guys look good. Beautiful or handsome as the case may be. Fun to welcome you to this chapel. As you have discovered, those of you that are first-time students at Union College, things move pretty quickly around here. I've got some individuals behind me that I'm going to be talking to for just a few minutes to give you an update on what exactly they do, what they represent, and how you can get involved. I've always thought the key to any success is being involved, getting it going and contributing and being a part of a team. And since we just finished with our little Project Impact video from last year, Brooke, this is Brooke. Brooke, tell us about Project Impact and how these guys can get involved in that. That's next Thursday, week from today.
It is. So Project Impact is one of the coolest events here, I think. It's a really cool day where we take the day off of classes and we get to go all over Lincoln and help out. We get to show the heart of service and be the hands and feet of God, which is really special. We get to partner with 35 different organizations all over Lincoln this year. It's going to be next Thursday. It starts at 8 a.m., free breakfast, free lunch, and a free t-shirt. Come on now. You got to be there. You got to be there. To sign up, we have these QR codes on our posters all over the school. You'll see them. We have 3 different versions of these posters. If you see PK going that's the poster for you. You got to sign up. We'll also have a table out there in the lobby after this today, and you can sign up with us. We'll have a couple of laptops out there, and you guys can sign up there today. Or you can look at your emails, and there's links in a lot of the most recent emails you will have gotten from PK where you guys can sign up. But we would love to see you there, and if you have any questions, you let me know.
Yeah, Brooke, thank you so much. This gal has worked hard on getting these locations worked up for us, and they're ready. They're ready for it. I've been in Lincoln a long time now, and I get to visit some of these places, and they are always thankful for Union College students. It's so neat what you guys do to make an impact on this community. All right, I'm going to start over here after Brooke with Kiana and Mike. Kiana and Mike run several things. First of all, they're going to talk about uCrew. They're going to talk about the workshops that we're going to be having on campus here, and we're going to talk about testimonies. So Mike and Kiana, you guys lead off. Tell who you are and what you're doing.
I'll start. Oh, sorry. I'll start off by talking about uCrew. uCrew is super, super cool. Basically, we travel all around the Kansas and Nebraska Conference and the Mid-America Union to different high schools for free, a free trip, and Buell always feeds us. So if you want some good food and to hang out with Buell and to just worship and have fun, uCrew is a great place to do that. And so if you want to be involved, you can talk to me or Peyton, if he's waving. So you can talk to Peyton. So yes, we would love to have you.
Yeah, we don't do fast food. Sorry. We sit down like gentlemen and dine. Mikey, tell us about the upcoming. This is exciting, just in a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
the
we're
workshops.
super excited for our workshops. It's an awesome opportunity to come in, hear from some awesome professionals that have been in the field for a while on leadership, ministry development, worship, and connect groups. So if you're interested in any of those, please sign up. There's posters everywhere. You can see a list of the speakers that'll be coming in, and you can sign up. There's an awesome, cute little survey on there that you can take just to get to know more about you. But yeah, it's also free. Come tell your friends about it also. We're super excited to see you guys there.
Yeah.
And it's September 13th through the 16th. That is the date, and we would love to have you guys there.
Yeah, this is the first time ever for us, right? Yeah. Doing this kind of thing, where you have speakers coming in from the GC, from the NAD, from local, and can you be a little more specific about what the workshops are going to cover?
Yeah, so with leadership, we're just going to be talking about like how you can kind of just be, of course, a better leader and incorporate Jesus in the center of it. With praise and worship, how you can lead out spiritually, kind of discern your own voice versus the Spirit, and music directing and such. Connect groups, just how to develop those. We get into depth with all of those. It's going to be super fun, and it's going to be really cool hearing about all of it after, too. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. You guys do such an amazing job. Thank you so much. I've traveled with these two, and we always have a good time, a good spiritual high, and the churches love having you guys come. And I would put in a little plug here. We do need people, okay? We don't have just a select group. We're always looking for people who are willing to either play piano, to speak, to sing. That's where you leave me out, is the singing part. But I do love driving and watching these kids minister. So if you are interested at all, please see me, see Kiana, or see Mike. Are you guys done?
Oh,
go ahead.
Testimonies.
Yes.
Okay.
That was cool how you guys did that.
So if you're interested in sharing your testimony, and we would love to hear it, testimonies are my favorite thing to hear, so I would love to hear your testimony. Please talk to Nathan or PK, I think, and yes, so you can record it and we can post it, because we would love to hear it. And yeah, also if you want to sign up for worship, come and talk to me too, just for praise team. Awesome. That's it.
So you know who to talk to. These are your two faces on that. And Brooke for beautiful Project Impact. This is the wonderful Annalise. Annalise is our Student Association president, and I've had the pleasure of knowing Annalise for about 3 years now, and she does an amazing job. Annalise, tell us quickly about SA, what they can expect.
Great. So hello, everyone. I'm Annalise. I'm the SA president for this year. SA is the representation of the student body for meetings such with the board, with faculty. We're here to represent and also to lead out in several things that happen across campus. I'm going to introduce my team and tell you what they do, so you know who to go to if you have a problem or a question or if you want to volunteer with something. We're going to start with Jaden. If you could please stand up and wave. This is Jaden. Hey. He is the vice president, the executive vice president, which means that he leads Student Senate. Student Senate is the representation of students who come together, talk about problems, and change things on campus. If you are interested in being a student senator, the openings will start. Okay, the contracts will come out soon, and you can find Jaden at Club Rush. He will have a table there to apply. We'll go next to Elizabeth. Elizabeth is our social VP. Elizabeth is in charge of our social events. She leads our team and the social committee in planning and executing all of the events you're going to see this school year. I'll move on to Amalia. Amalia is the VP of Public Relations. She is the person who coordinates, designs, and leads out in everything you see online, on U groups. So if you have any concerns or if you want to advertise anything through SA, she is the person to talk to. Next, we're going to go on to Andrew. Drew is our VP of Finance, which means he is in charge of the budget. If you have any questions regarding our budget, or if you are looking for funding for a club event that would be partially sponsored by SA, he is the person to talk to for that. Let's go on to Milka. Oh, okay, so send waves to Milka, everyone. She is our student chaplain for the year, which means she works with campus ministries and also on the SA team, so she is the powerhouse between the two. We miss her. Nilka is our next one. I also see that she is not here. She is our representative for the Warriors fan club. She leads out in Warriors halftime shows, in coordinating everything that has to do with the sports on campus. Onwards, we have Annika. Annika is the editor for the student newspaper, The Clock Tower. If you are interested in submitting an editorial article, she's the person to talk to for that. You will see in 2 weeks, in 1 week, the first issue will come out on paper, and you can look for that. Onwards is Charles.
Yay, Charles!
Charles is our media coordinator. He is in charge of posting on all the media, on uGroups, on Instagram. Next is Evan. Evan is the secretary. He's in charge of historian records and recording anything that happens at meetings. If you have something that you want SA to talk about, he's the person to talk to about getting it on our agenda so we can talk about it. Next is Brianna. Brianna is our sales rep. She will be in charge of coordinating advertisements in the yearbook and for some other sales-related events. Next is Haley, who is also not here. She is our amazing photographer for SA this year. All of the photos that you see come out on our Instagram, on uGroups, in the yearbook, she'll be taking. And lastly, our newest addition is Sarah. She will be our Golden Chords editor for this year. So if you are interested in volunteering and helping with the yearbook, she will be the person to talk to for that. And that covers all of my people. Thank you.
Wow, so you can see it takes a lot of people to make this team work. And I know you're grateful for the efforts these people put in, and
Absolutely.
so is our student body. You know, it amazes me year to year to year to year watching student groups like this go into action and do the amazing things that they do. Just absolutely baffles me. And thank you guys so much, and all of these guys too, for what they do. And if you want to be involved, you know, all work and no play makes Buell a very dull boy. Just ask somebody, hey, what can I do? What can I do to help out? Could you use me? That kind of thing. You'll find a place. I guarantee you, somebody will take you and definitely use your services. So we appreciate that. Thank you, Annalise. And right here is a young lady who needs no introduction. She's a poster child for Union College Student Missions. Ella Foster. Ella spent last year in the mission field, Philippines, right? Where exactly in the Philippines?
So I was on the island of Palawan, and I spent some time in the lowlands and then up in the mountains in the jungle too.
Oh, you were in the mountains? Yeah. Wow, is it cool up there?
No, not really. Not completely.
Still warm?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. So tell me exactly what you did while you were there in the Philippines, living in the mountains, because I did see some of your pictures you posted on Facebook, and it looked really awesome. It really did.
Yeah, so I did a lot of different things. I did some office work. I was a teacher. I did cultural studies and language learning, and just spent a lot of time with the people. So it was really amazing.
Yeah, so you had a lot of spare time, right? It doesn't sound like it. Wow, you were Johnny on the spot with everything. That's awesome. What was your favorite thing about being a student missionary last year?
Oof. I have a lot of favorite things. One of them was just the community, living with the people and learning their way of living and learning a different way of living. That was probably one of my favorite parts. It opened up my worldview. So.
Okay. Yeah, one of the things that always would intrigue me about living in a different place like that, what kind of foods?
We ate a lot of rice.
A lot of rice.
Yeah, a lot of rice, and then something with the rice. So just
And
like a
something
little
with
bit
rice.
and a lot of rice.
Okay. Any local animals that they put in that rice?
They do eat some chicken, but not really.
I know when I was in Vietnam, they had dog was a very popular meat, as was cat, and even in some places rat. Doesn't sound exciting. So your food was actually pretty good, right?
Yeah, it was really good.
Okay, good. What would you encourage our guys to do here if they have any inkling at all to do this kind of thing next year?
Yeah, absolutely. So this year we actually have 7 SM Task Force volunteers out already. But if you want to get involved, there's a couple different ways that you can do so. You can come to the campus ministry's office. You can talk to me. Mrs. Kabanji is also a great person to talk to. She went to Honduras. So you can come and talk to any of us if you're interested in going. And you can also come to just if you want to help send out packages to the people that are out, if you want to help reach out to them. Being a task force worker includes being in the States, and then a student missionary is overseas. So if you're ever interested in that, one of the best ways is to just come to the office.
I always got tickled at the task force workers in Hawaii. You know, when I think of task force, I think of the mainland here, but in Hawaii to do a task force, which is where our good friend Alexander is this year, in Hawaii. Wow, tough duty. These guys, I tell you what. Hey, what is your number one goal for this year?
My number one goal for this year, the mission statement for the missions program, is to help people find where God's already calling them. So something that I believe is that everybody has a call to missions, whether that's locally, whether that's in your own community, whether that's in the States, or whether that's overseas. So my goal is to just help people find that calling where God's already leading them.
Very true. The dear lady who was a prophetess to this church said, every son and daughter of God is called to be a missionary, either here or abroad. So you had a good time. You would recommend it to anybody, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's why I say, if you guys are absolutely interested in any way, talk to this young lady. And you've talked with other SMs that have gone to the foreign fields and served there, and it's amazing what God opens before you. And I watch kids come back year after year. It just thrills me to no end. I love to sit down and talk with them, see all their pictures. I'm that kind of guy. I love it. Thank you so much. Ella, thank you. Appreciate what you're doing. So if you're interested in student missionary, see Ella. All right, my man Gilead. This guy right here is doing something that I think every church should have, and Simon Liversidge, every Sabbath, when he's up here preaching, he talks about this very thing. And it is what, Gilead?
We call it connect groups.
You call it connect groups? Some of us that are less educated would call it small groups.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and tell me about that.
Well, before I get into it, I want to ask you all a question. How many of you believe that Jesus is enough? How many of you all genuinely believe that Jesus wants you to be happy? I love that, I love that, I love that. The reason why I ask that is because I feel like the phrase sometimes we use the phrase Jesus is enough, and sometimes there's people in this world that use that phrase as an excuse sometimes to stay away from people. Sometimes they use that phrase to stay away from doing trauma in their past life. But Jesus wants you to have a life abundantly, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, right? You look at the ministry of Christ did not only just preach, right? Christ also did a lot of healing. Christ also dealt with people who went through emotional trauma of guilt, shame, even helped people through addictions. And how does this connect us to Connect groups? The reason why I'm saying all these things is that our purpose in Connect group is pretty much to help people grow, not just spiritually, but also in community, also to grow in their emotional health, to find a community of people that can help them to grow, not just closer to Christ, but also to one another here on campus. You know, we have a lot of new students here that are looking for friends. We have a lot of people that may be homesick. There's maybe people that are going through different issues, and they may not be able to get to the solution of it unless they're in community. And Christ uses community. I believe in a verse that says that when 2 or more are gathered together, there I am in the midst of them. How many of you guys believe in that too? So I want to encourage you all to be a part of small groups this year, to be a part of a Connect groups. We have a couple groups already. We already got 13 groups, 13 leaders that are trying to get their stuff together. So I'm excited for this year. There's going to be various groups. I know people that want to do pickleball. I know there's a pickleball group that's going to happen. I know there's going to be a group where people wake up in the morning to work out. I know there's going to be different sports groups, different groups that are going to go through books together, just go through life together. I want to encourage you all that once we put these groups out there, that you join them.
Gilead, I couldn't agree with you more. I think one of the greatest strengths in small groups is that you have a small community to which you are accountable, to whom you are accountable. And so when let's say you get sick, and you're in a group of 6 people or 8 people, everybody in that group knows that Gilead is sick. And so what are they going to do? They're going to reach out and see what they can do to make Gilead feel better. There's nothing worse than being all alone on this planet. We were not made for that. We were not made to be alone. And small group is an inclusive group. Now, it's not unique unto itself. I mean, we're going to accept other people too. But these are the people to whom I'm accountable. And when we get together, then I'm going to find out what's going on in each one of these people's lives so that I can reach out and make their life a little bit better. They can reach out and make my life a little bit better. So it's a very symbiotic thing. It's beautiful. So what is your goal this year? How many group leaders do you have right now?
Right now, we have 14.
You have 14 already. Would you guys stand? Group leaders, just stand where you are. If you are interested, if you're interested in being a part of a small group, see one of these individuals. They may be talking about different things. And man, this is awesome. Thank you so much. You have anything else you want to add?
I just want to encourage you all to join a small group. Pray about it. Pray hard. And I really truly believe, the Bible says in John 10:10 that the devil comes but to steal, kill, and destroy. But God comes to give us life. And I believe that this can be done in community. So pray about it. I really want to encourage you this year. Just be involved. Get involved with Christ. Get involved with people. And I truly believe that can make your year.
Oh, yeah. And with small groups, there's a statement that I love dearly. It says, in an awesome act of self-denial, God entrusted his reputation with ordinary people. When those ordinary people get together and strengthen each other up, it's really a ministry of Jesus right from the heart. Thank you so much. You guys are so amazing. I love students. You can't tell, I know, but I do. I love you guys, and I appreciate all the efforts that you put forth. One last thing before I turn it over to Ingrid is, don't forget Heart Scan. Labor Day, last day to sign up. If you're a second semester freshman and older, or sophomore, junior, whatever the case is, please feel free to find yourself a mentor and sign up. You're wondering, what do we talk about? Man, the sky is the limit. Every Heart Scan person I deal with, I say, what interests you? What direction would you like to go? And for example, I had one kid that wanted to talk about the teachings of Confucius and compare them with the teachings of Christ. Well, for a whole semester, we did that. It was amazing, absolutely amazing. One girl wanted to read through Great Controversy. Well, that's fine. What is going to be meaningful for you? Find a mentor and pour your heart out to that individual. Meet with them for a half an hour every week. I've already had kids sign up. I've already had kids I've validated, and they're ready to roll. So think about it over the weekend. If you really want to, sign up by Monday, and we'll get you cranked up, okay? Thank you so much. Ingrid, this is our mental health person on campus. She doesn't spend any time with me because she knows that I am so far beyond any help. Thank you, Ingrid.
Good morning, Union College family. I am thrilled to see each one of you here today. And like Bill Fogg mentioned, I am the Director of Campus Health and also the counselor here for Union College. And I'm so excited about all of the different options offered to the students here at Union College, from small groups to worship leaders and to there's so much of a variety of student missionaries. I went out as student missionary when I was here at Union College. It was an amazing experience. So I believe there are so many opportunities, and I'm so glad that we offer that to you. And today I would like to talk a little bit about what is about making friends. What is the secret of this process of making new friends? You just started a new school year. And there is the opportunity now to start making new friends. And as a society, a lot of times, we talked about family relationships, we talk about romantic relationship, and sometimes we don't talk much about friendship, right? So how to make friends. We just kind of assume that's going to be organically. So I would like to speak a little bit about this process of making friends. But before I talk about this, I would like to also point it out the paradox of people. Paradox of people has to do with a dilemma that the same entity that brings us joy may also bring us harm or hurt. What I'm trying to say about that is sometimes, even as the process of making friends, sometimes we get hurt. And that sometimes also leads us to step back a little bit in this process of engaging in friendship. So we understand that that can be a little bit intimidating, but would you like to talk a little bit about how can we move forward with that? And also, like I mentioned earlier, sometimes we don't talk much about friendship, and so therefore we don't learn different skills that we can utilize for us to make new friends. So I'd like to point it out three ways, three things for us to consider as we are making friends. First is intentionality. A lot of research has shown that as we grow older, we have to do a lot of work in regards to making new friends. It's different, I do have 2 kids, and one of my youngest is 10. When he's in the playground, he's playing with people, he has no idea who they are. They just make new friends every single time he's in the public playground. I'm like, this is amazing. Now, not necessarily that happens for us, especially adults. In adulthood, we not just necessarily, be in your room in the dorm and people just gonna knock her door and say, hey, I'm here, let's be friends. It's not gonna happen, right? Well, it may happen, but usually that's not what happens. It's so important or even attending class together. I can be sitting in the classroom and leaving the classroom and don't know much about my classmates. So unless we do a little bit more work in intentionality. And so I would like to invite you to take advantage of the opportunities that you have to foster friendship. And that leads us to the second point in regards to making friendship, and that is proximity effect. So social psychology talks about that, the proximity effects, how much as we are together in the same place and spending time together, the attraction of relationship increases, the desire of making friendship increases because we're hanging out together anyways. So that brings me to the second one, which is that because as we are being intentional about making friends, it's also important to take advantage then the proximity that you have with these new friends. So perhaps teammates, if you're in any team program, we talk about small groups, we talk about, campus ministries and worship groups, and I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the opportunities that you have through campus health as well. The school offers a lot of different opportunities, not just big events that sometimes, like I said, is intimidating, but also small events and small groups that helps you to make that good connection. Just because I'm spending time with my classmates, let me get to know them, not just in, hey, how are you doing kind of thing every day, but what else is there? Continue foster that relationship, go to the cafeteria and perhaps you can engage with a group that's sitting in there. It's intimidating, can be, but at the same time, you don't know. You may start making friends as you reach out as well. And the third one I would like to talk about is liking gap phenomenon. And the liking gap phenomenon has to do with the prediction that I have in regards to how the person is going to perceive me. If I go about, believing that people is going to perceive me as somebody who is not interested or interesting, or they are going to reject me, possibly the chances are any behavior that the other person has, I'm going to take that as, see, they're busy. They're not even talking to me. I just feel rejected right now. That is not cool. But if we perceive as I can be liked, and I am someone that can be liked, and so I usually come to the relationship or the possible relationship with a different mindset in mind, that I can certainly be liked, I can certainly foster relationships, and that is going to facilitate that process, right? It's going to be an easier process because now I know that I can be liked as well. Every one of us are created by God's image, and we all have a purpose. And it's so important for us to remember that we have things to offer. It doesn't matter where you come from, it matters that you have something in you that we all want to experience and be aware of, okay? So one thing that I would like to share is some of the resources that Campus Health offered. We understand that my talk is short in here, and at times we need to explore, some of us, we want to explore some other options in regards to, making friends or any other area of your well-being. And if I can have, this is Project Impact. Oh, there we go. So this is where we are located. This is our office, Campus Health office, located close to the Reese Hall Loop. You're welcome to come see us. It's the house of myself, Ingrid, as a counselor, and also the nurse, Sue. And we have 2 other counselors this year, and we're going to be talking a little bit about their work as well. And okay, so let me go back in here. And also, I would like to point it out that we do offer virtual care. For if, you'd like to have sessions online with a counselor, you're welcome to utilize the virtual care program. It's at no cost for the full-time students, and you can get access also for physicians. In case our nurse is not available, you can certainly reach out to virtual care and have your healthcare needs taken care of. And so this is the QR code, or you can also go to the Campus Health website, Union College website, and choose Campus Health. From there, you can access virtual care as well. And then the next one that I have, is Campus Health has work in collaboration with the Student Success, and Jennifer, our counselor from the community, and she comes in here to run some of the workshop series throughout the semester, the Essentials of Human Well-Being. So she's going to be running this workshop free of charge in September 5th, October 3rd, and November 7th. Pretty much it's the first Tuesday of every month, and that's from 10:30 a.m. to 11:15 a.m. And so you're welcome to stop by and hang out with Jennifer and talk a little bit about different ways that you can take care of your well-being. And she also is going to be then doing a workshop series as well for us, Building Relationships workshop, and it's going to be Wednesday, September 13, 2027 at 6 p.m. So we have worked towards hosting this particular workshop at the Student Life Conference Center just across the library. So welcome to come and join her as she explore that topic. And the other resource that we have is Reggie. We have invited Reggie to come to Culver Hall and talk to you guys in regards to conversations that matter. He's going to be hanging out with the guys there on Thursdays at 8 p.m. So those are different activities and support that we have for you in relation to your well-being. And the last one, and but not least, is the Active Mind. So Campus Health is a host for, and we support the Active Minds. We have we have one chapter here at Union College, but of course, Active Minds has different chapters across the United States. And you're welcome to join us September 9th in Club Rush. We have different activities planned for this school year, and you're welcome to join us as well. So those are just a few different options that we have in regards to connecting here on campus. And before I end, I would like to do an activity with you for you to start thinking about this. What about the person you haven't met yet? At times, we go about our business and we all have routines in place, right? By the time that we wake up to the time we go to bed, they say that if somebody was recording us, they're going to notice that we sleep the same way, we brush teeth the same way, we, take the same route to go to class, to work, whatever the case may be. And that's okay. It's okay for us to have some routine and normality that helps us with our anxiety. However, at times, we go about hanging out with the same group and doing the same things and losing and missing the opportunity to meet other people, right? And so when we do that, we take ourselves out of the comfort zone and we are able to experience something new and different. Otherwise, we will not have that experience. So I would like to challenge each one of you and observe around your routine, let's say classroom, or when you go to the cafe, or whatever club, or whatever place that you're hanging out with a group of people. Look around you and see who I have not met yet. Haven't met you? Let me talk to you. Okay, so what if we start doing that? So this way we start getting to know other people. They may even become a best friend for you. You don't know until you give it a try, okay? So would you like actually to do something today, right now, for you to start practicing? Because chances are you have been sitting with folks they already know, right? And it's comfort zone. And I would like to take you out of your comfort zone for a minute. And I would like for you to go ahead, stand up, and look around you and see one person you have not met yet. And I would like for you to talk to this person. I'm going to give you a minute, and I'm going to have some prizes afterwards because I'm going to go around with my microphone and asking you if you actually met somebody new. Go ahead. All right. That is exciting, isn't it? So now I have some prizes for you. I'm going to go around and ask you, who did you meet? And if you know anything about that person, and I have Chipotle gift cards here, I have New Day gift cards here, and I would like to see if we have volunteer for that. Maybe you can go back to your seats right now. Thank you for your participation. So from this side of the room, is that someone who would like to share who they met that was new? Do you want to do that? Okay, let me go with my microphone over there right now. And talk to me a little bit about who did you meet? Let me go there.
All right, I met Franklin here. He's a new student. He's a biomedical science major. He's pre-PA, and he plays soccer. He's on the soccer team. So
awesome. Can you stand up, Franklin? Okay, there you go. You guys, let's give them some applause here. And we have a card for both of you. Awesome, awesome. So I would like to get one more volunteer, maybe on the other side. Okay, right there. We have a hand. Yes, let's go over there. Go
ahead. I met Renee and Lucho, and Renee, I found out, is from Guatemala, or he was born in Guatemala.
Awesome. Yes, let's give an applause. Awesome. Thank you so much for participating of the challenge. And the challenge does not end here right now. The challenge goes on all the year long, all the academic year. Continue to challenge yourself to get to know somebody outside of your bubble. Chances are you're going to be enriched as you learn from somebody new with a different perspective, and that will be a great match. So I would like to end stating that I wish the best for you in this school year.
Thank you all so much for coming. It's really good to see all of you. So really quick, my name is Caleb. I am one of the group leaders in Campus Ministries. So we have some nice little booklets here. And this first one is our Campus Ministries directory. It has a bunch of information about us, what we do, the events we have coming up, our resources, the speaker lists for this semester and next semester. So if you want any of that information, both of these books will be on uGroups. They will also be in Campus Ministries. The second one is a Connect Groups guide. So this has step-by-step instructions for how to start a Connect Groups if you're interested in that. It has resources for that as well. So if you are somebody who has a passion that you really want to share with a community, with a small group, and you want to start one that hasn't been started yet, we'd love to talk to you about that, and we have a guide here for you for that.
And my name is Savannah, if you guys haven't met me yet. Hi. I am also one of the group leaders on Campus Ministries, and I have a question. Have any of you guys heard of Maverick City? Yeah. Has anyone heard that they're coming to Omaha? Yeah. November 12th, they're coming. And if you have looked up tickets in the last couple weeks, they have like doubled or tripled in prices. Very sad. But Campus Ministries has several that we are going to give away. So all you have to do is come stop by the Campus Ministries office anytime during the day when someone's in there, between now and Wednesday evening when the office closes, and we'll get you guys signed up. We're going to raffle them off at Project Impact, which will be super awesome. And speaking of Project Impact, out here after this, we're going to have some sign-up tables so you can sign up for different locations that you guys will head to next Thursday, because we don't have class on Thursday or on Monday, if any of you guys did not also know that. Woohoo. And then we also have Vespers tomorrow night out at Woodland Acres, which is one of the properties that the church owns. There will be a van leaving from Reese Hall in the back loop at 7 p.m. Vespers will be at 7:30, and we'd love to see you there.
Give them a round of applause. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it. If I haven't had the privilege of meeting you, my name is PK. I'm the chaplain here at Campus Ministries. Thank you so much for your prayers last week. I truly did feel it. We laid Joseph to rest on Friday, and Chris Green was married on a Sabbath. So thank you for your prayers. I truly do appreciate it. I am going to ask for prayers one more time, not for myself, but we have an individual who will be leaving very shortly to go to Cambodia. Alexia, if you're here, can you come up real quick? Alexia Rains. There she is. Okay, very good, very good. Alexia is going to be a student missionary over in Cambodia. We're going to miss you. If you haven't had the opportunity to meet Alexia, to talk with Alexia, she is filled with the Spirit. And we know that wherever you go, whether it's to Cambodia or the end of the world, you're going to change it for Jesus Christ. And so what I would like for all of us here to do before she leaves, if we can all stand, we're going to have her in the middle here. If we can all stand and lay a hand, or lay a hand to somebody next to her in proximity to her, I would love to pray for her. So let's come over here in the very center so people can kind of squeeze in. Go ahead and squeeze in. Come in, come in, come in. Let's pray for our friend. All right, make sure you're connected to someone. All right. Come in, friends. Come in, come in, come in. All right. Let's bow our heads for prayer. Jesus, thank you so much for entrusting us with your reputation, for entrusting us with the Great Commission, for entrusting us to each other. And Jesus, I know that we're going to mess up, and I know that we're going to try in our own strength. Please forgive us. and give us strength to do it in the Spirit. Help us to be more gracious, to be more forgiving, to be more loving, not within our strength, Lord, but again, in your strength. Today, Father, we have a special friend we want to talk to you about. And Alexia, she's going to change the world, Lord. And so as a community, we leave her where she was in your hands, and we ask, Lord, that you may protect her. We don't know what the devil has planned, but we're not afraid of the devil. Father, help us to put our faith in you, that you will protect her wherever she goes. Even in the dangerous places, Lord, may the angels surround her. May there be anointing on her, Lord, that cannot be dismissed. Give her the words that she needs. Give her the ability to translate love in a different language. And Father, when she feels low, when she has no energy, may she look up to you. And may you grant her, Lord, the grace that she needs. Bless her and bless us as we continue to pray for her throughout the year. Thank you so much for this opportunity. We also pray a special blessing for our task force workers in Hawaii. Even though it's a beautiful place, Hawaii right now is going through a lot with the fires. And so please be with our students over in Hawaii. Father, this is your school, and we thank you for blessing us with your presence. I pray all these things in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. Friends, before you go, give somebody a hug. Tell them have a great week. We'll see you later on. Remember, next Thursday, Project Impact. Take care, friends.